You know, look at me, you probably wouldn't realize that I'm wearing my Daredevil suit. These guys wear every day performing these amazing feats. Come along with us as we introduce you to the guys we like to call the Daredevils of agriculture.
I've used these airplanes basically ever since I've been in the crop dusting business. I really like these airplanes.
What do you like about it?
What I like about them is their durability. They're so strong. It's a biplane, as you can see. These are the ailerons right here. They turn the airplane left and right. An airplane turn is a coordinated movement with your rudder and your ailerons. And when you turn, you apply both of them a little, and you do it. It's a coordinated deal, and it's something that you continually work on.
So Rick, how many years of training would it take to ride this?
Well, it's kind of funny that you asked that. When I started out, I basically didn't go to school. You know, the first job that I ever did, I had a friend of mine helping me, and I was really nervous. I got lost going to the field. This friend of mine, a fellow named Jimmy Bradley, one of my lifelong friends. At that time, we used flags. Well, he would like at this bean field, he would take 15 steps and mark, and I'd spray, and he'd move over as I was coming. But that day I got lost going to the field. It was my first job, and so the farmer was out there, and the farmer says, they see airplanes flying around. They say, here he comes. No, that's not him. That's somebody else. And so what I would do, I got lost, and it took me about 2 hours. I had to go back land, get fuel, and go back. And I finally got my thoughts together and found it. But in the meantime, this farmer, he asked Jimmy, said, where'd this bird go to school anyway? And he said, he didn't know they had one.
Where'd this bird go to school?
Yeah, he said, he didn't know they had one. And then after that, he asked him, said, well, how long has he been doing this? He said, I think it's his first job. Yeah, you know, so needless to say, I don't.
Pretty green. Yeah, it's pretty green. Green as the soybeans out here.
That's right. Okay, Trevor, give me some fuel. This little area right here is a boom. This is where the spray comes out. I've got nozzles here. These selection on these nozzles, I select the nozzle opening for the amount of gallons I want to put per acre. And I have charts that I go by. And the gallons you put per acre goes by your swath width, your airspeed, it has to do with it, and the number of nozzles that you have. You know, as far as flying across country, it doesn't interest me a bit. I mean, as far as getting an airplane go somewhere, I'd rather drive.
Is that right?
But crop dusting, I mean, I love doing that. I mean, I get in a crop dusting airplane, I'm in heaven. I just love flying them. You know, it's just something about it that fascinates me. And the fascinating part about it is the turns. An airplane going straight across the field, going across the field is nothing. It's the turns. It's the turns. You keep trying to get your turns tighter and better and more proficient. You only get one mistake in this business. You know, you got to be really careful. You got to be really careful. You kill yourself. For the most part, this business is not as dangerous as people act like it is. I mean, there's a lot of people in this business that tear them up and get hurt for a period of time. But as far as killing a lot of people, I mean, there's people die doing it every year, but it's not as dangerous as what people think.
Now, Bobby, you got my life in your hands. You're going to take me up this plane a little bit. I'm a little nervous about it.
That's right. That's right.
And you're a young pilot. Talk to me about, you mentioned this is more of an older man's field.
It is. It is. You know, Scott, there's a lot of older pilots in this business, and you know, the universities and everything, they're kind of pushing every way towards the commercial airlines and that sort of stuff. And so the ag business gets kind of overlooked, and you know, it's always been kind of been in my blood to fly airplanes.
And the most important question I got to ask about this plane is it safe?
You
Look me in the eye.
You want to go for a ride?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Just in case I have to let it go. I don't know, but I'm prepared. You talked about this being a older man's game. What's your plans for the future in this 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road?
10 years, 20 years down the road, you know, I want to make aerial application my career, and as the path that career steers me down, you know I want to be in the business. That's the main part of it, and you know I'm going to do everything it takes to stay in the business.
In time, I'm going to have to pass this business on to someone, and Bobby Keeble, my pilot, we've been talking about it, and he's a young man that's young in this business. He's starting to learn all the farmers around here. He's learned the ropes. He's interested in the business, and I'm thinking to pass it on to Bobby, if not Bobby, somebody that's interested, and I think Bobby's interested in it.
He's a great guy, by the way.
He's a great pilot. He's doing a great job. You know, he's doing a great job.
Empty bag, mission accomplished. Well, Rick, thanks for having us out.
Hey, thank you, Scott.
And you noticed I didn't fill the bag today.
Hey, good for you. Good for you, guys. Good for you. You're a good man.
We had a great time. Thanks for being with us.
You got a good stomach.
That's right. Good pilot. We'll be back with more AgLife right after this.
Thank you.